Did you know that we use enough toilet paper each year to circle the Earth nearly 50 times? And here's another wild stat. The average person goes through about 100 rolls annually. That's a mountain of tissue. But have you ever wondered how everyday scrap paper transforms into the soft white rolls we rely on? Today we're taking you behind the scenes to a paper factory where science, recycling, and some serious machinery come together to produce the rolls we can't live without. Get ready for a surprising look at how waste paper becomes toilet paper. Toilet paper as we know it was first developed in 1857 by an American entrepreneur, Joseph Getty, who introduced it to the market as therapeutic paper. Initially, it came in packs of pre-cut sheets, but a major innovation arrived in 1890 with the creation of the roll format. This breakthrough transformed toilet paper into a much more practical, accessible product that soon became essential in households worldwide. On average, each person uses about 100 rolls of toilet paper annually, adding up to a staggering 21 billion rolls worldwide every year. With demand this high and to protect forests, the industry now relies heavily on recycling various types of paper. But turning rough, discarded paper into the soft, white and absorbent tissue we rely on is no simple task. In this state-of-the-art paper mill, premium quality toilet paper begins its journey with an innovative recycling process that gives new life to paper waste. Tons of paper from schools, offices and universities flow into the mill, where each sheet undergoes a careful selection process. Office paper, magazines, and newspapers that meet strict purity standards are separated, and like a modern alchemy, only the cleanest, brightest papers, rich in fiber and easy to process, are chosen to be transformed into soft toilet paper. Once the paper is gathered and sorted, it's stored in large bales. These compact bales allow massive amounts of recycled paper to be stacked more efficiently, saving space in the factory. Now, the real transformation begins. Every day, around 200 tons of paper are processed. This recycled paper is fed into a machine called a pulper, which functions like a giant industrial blender. It combines water and paper at high speeds, breaking the material down into its fundamental fibers. To break down the paper effectively, a significant amount of water is added, more water than paper, creating a slurry known as pulp. As the paper and water mix together, rotating blades inside the pulper vigorously stir the mixture, initiating the separation of fibers. The movement inside the pulper breaks down the paper into small particles, releasing the cellulose fibers that originally made up the sheets. This agitation process lasts about 10 minutes. As the paper is shredded and mixed, the fibers begin to separate, creating a fibrous pulp with a liquid consistency. These long, flexible fibers are crucial for making new sheets of paper. Once the paper is fully broken down into pulp, the next step is to remove any leftover impurities. The first cleaning method involves passing the pulp through a series of filters and screens that remove larger particles that didn't break down. These screens work like a sieve, trapping materials like staples, plastic fragments, glue, and other undissolved bits of paper. Although the pulp is now cleaner, it remains dark due to the ink and other contaminants. To remove the ink, a process called flotation is used. Air is introduced into the pulp to create bubbles. As the bubbles rise to the surface, they carry the ink with them, forming a foam that is skimmed off. Once the ink is gone, the pulp moves through a series of rollers that squeeze out excess water, partially drying it so it's ready for bleaching. Next, rotating blades cut the pulp in preparation for bleaching, which will transform it from a grayish color to the crisp white toilet paper we recognize. The recycled cellulose pulp has had all its ink removed, but it still isn't white. This is because the raw materials contain about 5 to 10% newspaper, which contains linen. To eliminate the linen, a chemical process called bleaching is used. The pulp enters a large tank known as the bleaching tower, where it is exposed to a series of chemicals at a controlled temperature for several minutes. This process removes the remaining color, achieving the desired whiteness of the paper. To ensure the toilet paper has the right balance of strength and softness, two types of virgin fibers are added: short fiber and long fiber. Short fiber, sourced from hardwoods, gives the paper its shine, whiteness, and softness. In contrast, long fiber from softer woods provides the strength that makes the toilet paper durable. Once the pulp is bleached, it's spread across a plate and passed through a powerful dryer. The heat removes most of the water mixed with the fibers, allowing them to bond together and form a solid sheet of paper. In less than a second, the pulp is transformed into a thin, flexible sheet, only 1/10 of a millimeter thick. Once fully formed, this paper is rolled into massive coils. These rolls are called the mother rolls, giant toilet paper rolls that haven't yet been cut into the sizes we typically see in stores. Each mother roll can be up to 75 kilometers long. These large rolls are then taken to the factory's conversion section, where they will be cut into smaller rolls. Machines carefully unroll the giant mother rolls, preparing them for the next step, cutting and processing them into the smaller, familiar toilet paper rolls. At this stage, the paper is perforated, creating small, evenly spaced indentations that make it easy to tear into manageable sheets. These perforations not only ensure that the paper tears smoothly, but also contribute to the thickness and absorbency of the sheets. The paper then passes through an embossing machine, which adds texture to the surface. This process enhances the paper's softness and gives it volume, making it more comfortable to use. Meanwhile, two wide cardboard sheets are created and glued together diagonally to form a long tube. This tube is then cut into sections, which will serve as the core for the toilet paper rolls. These cardboard tubes are taken to the winding area, where two layers of paper are combined to form double-ply toilet paper. The paper is then wound tightly around the cardboard tube. Once a roll is complete, an automatic blade cuts it to the desired size. The edges are sealed with glue to prevent the paper from unraveling, and a circular saw divides the roll into 16 smaller, standard-sized rolls, each around 10 centimeters wide. Finally, the rolls are ready for packaging. Commercial rolls are wrapped individually in paper, while household rolls are packed in clear plastic, often in bundles of 4 to 30. In just about 15 hours, tons of recycled paper and cellulose fibers are transformed into the toilet paper we use every day, ready to be distributed and put back into circulation. If you want to know how toothpaste is made, watch the video on your screen, and please like the video if you enjoyed it and share it with someone who might be interested. Also, subscribe to this channel by activating the notifications to continue learning. Thanks for watching.